Good afternoon. My name is Niall. I'm the CEO for Lambda. We're an advanced materials company based out of Cambridge. I'm with today my CTO, Dr. Monica Zavadra, Professor Dominic Wright, our academic partner, and Rory Back from Pilkington. We'll welcome any questions during the break. So what we're doing is developing active materials to increase the crop yield. Our slogan is better light for plants. And how are we going to do that? Plain simply, we're right now in an energy crisis, and growers are no exception. There's plenty of greenhouses right now in England. They're absolutely empty. Now, considering we have now 8 billion people in the world, it's kind of a sad outcome. The main reason for it is the cost of energy. It's tripled. And historically, greenhouses have always had a high capex if they've had artificial lighting, but now they have extremely high opex. And the greenhouses have used artificial lighting to provide more red light, which increases crop yield. Our solution is to provide more red light passively. Now, most people don't know is that plants are actually not overly great at actually maximizing the sun's energy. For example, plants tend to be green and they actually reflect the green part of the spectrum, even though it's extremely energy intensive. So what we're doing is developing active materials that actually go into the glass greenhouse that captures the unused light and converts it into diffused red light. This will increase crop yield by 20%. And when it comes to the polytunnels, which are made of plastics, UV is very detrimental. It's bad for our skin, but it's also bad for the plastic. So what we are doing is capturing that UV and converting it into red, increasing the lifetime secondary benefits. The main economic benefit for the likes of farmers is there's no electricity need. So if they incorporate our technology, there'll be lower OPEX, but also increased revenue because there's 20% increase in output. And what's in it for the likes of Pilkington? Well, Pilkington can go to the farmers with premium glass that can actually increase output, and they'll be able to compete with cheap Chinese imported glass. Now, why are we so confident that we can increase yield? Well, we're not the first one to get to market here. There's two companies out there, one in the US and one in France. UbiGrow, they're using active material called quantum dots. This display will use quantum dots. Our phones use quantum dots. They're extremely good at managing light, but extremely expensive. They're talking about $33 per square meter. The only market that can add value to is the likes of cannabis. While Cascade Light, they're using dyes, super inexpensive, but have severe lifetime issues. Our materials are mostly inorganic and are extremely cheap at $2 per square meter. And we're aiming for the lifetime of a minimum of the polytunnel, but we're aiming for closer to 30 years so it can help out Pilkington generate value for growers as well. IP, we are developing IP alongside our friends in Cambridge. We're actually just about to submit the patent. And we're actually so ingrained with and combined with Cambridge, our chemists work in the chemistry department alongside them. We want to now work alongside Pilkington and actually hire chemists to work with them in St. Helens to incorporate their know-how to ensure that we can get our product to market as quick as possible. Our business model is based on licensing the technology to chemical companies. Because we're a licensing model, really our royalties income is almost exactly the same as our net income. But this is a massive market. If you capture even a fraction of 1%, you're generating 10 million of royalties. Our go-to-market, as I said, is to license the technology. This is a market that demands massive scale. So we'll license it to chemical companies, our know-how, our patents, who in turn will supply big glass companies and polymer manufacturers who will supply the growers. So we're a part of the ecosystem. Our team is made up of chemists, predominantly chemists, physicists, and we're going to hire more chemists this next year, and engineers. And for myself, I'm an ex-city boy that's turned away from the dark side. What we're trying to do now is raise 1 million. We've just started a 750k grant alongside Pilkington and Cambridge to develop our active materials for glass greenhouses. And now we want to increase the amount of headcount to so we can actually hire more folks at Pilkington and get to market as quick as humanly possible. I welcome any questions.